So I found this among some believers that some of us are quick, and it's actually so easy for us to come to the conclusion of a person's life story. I mean, this is the conclusion of a person's life story that is very much alive, when we are not or we're never the architect of this person's life. Just because you've seen that they actually come from lineage or a background, a family background that are not committed to the service of God, or have a lot of things that they do like idolatry, we then come to the conclusion that these people or these children from this background, from this family, would amount to nothing. Why? Or maybe we must have really looked at their parents and realized that these parents, they actually have nothing to offer to their children spiritually. I understand that it is possible that a parent who does not really offer anything spiritual to their child or to their children, it is very possible that the child will actually not grow up well spiritually. But then it is also very possible that that child can amount to so much in God. We've actually heard and seen people that actually amounted to so much in God, and some of them have died, and some of them are still very much alive. They didn't come from homes that had any knowledge of Christ, but God had to raise someone from that family to be able to liberate others. So don't write people off just because you think that this person come from a home where there's no practice of Christianity, and then you just think they are useless. You just think that they can never amount to nothing. They would live their life so uselessly and die as a useless person. No, you do not have a right to do that. Because even in the Bible, in the case of Jesus, it was mentioned that as a question, can anything good come out of Nazareth? But Jesus came out of Nazareth. So as much as you are not the architect of a person's life story, as far as you're not the person who created that person, you do not have a right to make a conclusion about their lives. No. Even in the Bible, it is recorded that it is God's desire that everybody would make it to heaven, that everybody will serve Jesus. It is God's decision. It is not his will that anybody would go to hell. But then we have the power to make our choices. We have the power to choose. And so some of these seeds or some of these children would end up from this background, would actually end up going and deciding to serve Jesus wholeheartedly. You would be shocked at the powerful evangelist that would come out of that family. You'd be shocked at the powerful gospel teacher that would come out. You'll be shocked at the powerful, a man of God or woman of God that will be raised from the family, gospel musician. I don't know how to put it for you to understand. You will be shocked at the level God would raise those people. It's not just about them being men of God, even in the world system. So do not write off a person just because you think that they are not worthy to be saved. Everybody is worthy to be saved. Everybody deserves to be saved. So it is not in your power to decide who gets saved or who does not get saved. What is in your power? It is for you to preach the gospel, and God will do the work. So don't write off people just because you think that their background will withhold them from excelling. Most of us were lucky or privileged to come out from homes where Christianity was laid as a good foundation for us. And just because we're lucky does not mean other people don't deserve to have this experience. It could have been you, it could have been me in that family, but God just decided to save us. Doesn't mean He cannot save those people. So be careful of the things you say about such people. Instead, pray for them instead of dropping negative comments or indulging in conversations that would have to deal with talking down on the person's background, talking down on the person's life, it will take you nowhere.